Hello, everybody. Oh, I look weird.
I think it's because of the sun on the one side and we don't have the light on. Because
Yeah.
it looks weird. It makes us washed out. We don't have our light ring today, folks.
Did you tag some friends? Oh, I can turn the light on.
Yeah, we don't have our light ring. I think that light's too bright because I think we tried that before.
Well, it's got like a dimmer thing.
None of my realtor friends are coming up top here. What
Brad
the heck,
Harris.
dude? Finally. I had to scroll down like 20 people.
Wow. Hey, everybody. We've got an awesome Nicole and Craig show for you live today. Going to talk about form changes. I can't see the screen because Hanson is tagging friends right now. Where is the bed sheet? What's he talking? Oh, the
background.
He's talking about the background. That's at Hanson's office. We're at the
Chateau Friendling.
Yeah, the Friendling family compound.
Yep.
The Cherville version.
But Misty, you're supposed to fix our background. You told me you were going to, laughing girl, and you never did.
Yeah. Yeah, Misty.
She said she had ideas, and then she never gave me her ideas.
I think it would be nicer if that screen was a little bit wider, though, just so it, because you can see the two, clips, rails on each side.
It does go bigger, but we don't have a big enough backdrop.
Oh,
so
okay.
that backdrop I got off of Amazon.
Well, guys, the Nicole and Craig show has a lot of integrity. And we told you last week we were going to talk to you this week about form changes. So guess what we're going to talk to you about? That's
Forms
right,
changes.
Daycare option. Oh.
No, forms changes.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, daycare. Yeah, forms changes.
So I did put in the description of this that you guys
Bradley.
I can't even finish my sentence with that, Bradley.
Listen, Brad, I'm back. I'm going to the gym again, all right? They were closed a long time during the corona.
Oh,
Gosh, look at these eye bags. What is
poor
that's
Craig
just my
today. Poor
That's just
Craig
my
today.
face now. That's the sad reality.
It's because we're 40, dude.
Like,
I'm gonna
Craig,
say
are you
we're
tired
40.
this morning? I'm like, every morning.
We need to do those things again that we did in our eyes that one day. See, I've been
Oh, yeah,
doing
we-
moisturizer. Can you tell, Brad? Moisturizer. Been doing it. Just kidding. See, he's really not kidding. It's fine.
Hey, Hanson, can you pull that dagger out of my back that Brad placed there? He must have put it out. No? Okay.
Nope.
All right, so I know what you guys are thinking. I hope that Nicole and Craig aren't going to do a stupid top 5 thing with this form changes. Well, guess what?
Nope.
Wish granted, we're not going to do it. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to talk to you about the 2021 Ganayar forms changes. There are some good ones. Nothing too earth-shattering this year, but a couple good ones that are going to help you do some good business this year. Good things you need to know. Am I right, Hanson, or am I right?
I think so. We're going to try to make it not super boring, but we all know that's really not my forte. So we're going to let Craig do some jokes and stuff and see if he can liven up form changes 2021 a little bit.
Oh, what's that one? I can never remember jokes. But,
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have like a dad joke you could pull out right now? Come on.
Only inappropriate ones.
Dad jokes aren't inappropriate, so that's not a dad joke.
Okay, well, it's more like a creepy grandfather joke then.
Oh, gross.
No, that's not.
Anyway.
No, whatever. Yeah, I saw it on some Facebook jokes page or something like that. Anyway, okay, whatever. Forget it. We're moving forward. We're talking forms changes. The number one form change that we're going to talk to you about is on the purchase agreement and is lines 29 to 32 and unimproved property, lines 12 through 15, which who cares? But it states, go ahead. You want to do this? You do this one.
I was going to say, I like it because it's literally saying the buyer retains the option to proceed toward closing at the agreed upon purchase price. It spells out more what your buyer's options are if the appraisal doesn't happen. Like I train my team, there's 4 things that can happen. This is what can happen. And we have to tell that to the buyer now. Now it's in the forms, so we don't have to explain that and over-explain it a little bit.
And the interesting thing about this is last year, that was a form change where they added that thing to the forms. But what they did not put on there is they said, the verbiage they added was, if buyer is not willing or able to proceed at the agreed upon purchase price, either party may terminate. Last year, it was a weird loophole where if it didn't appraise out for any reason, that seller could say, I'm out, here's your earnest money back, I'm taking this, pocket or backup offer that I have waiting. That could happen. So this now gives the buyer the right to still retain the transaction, but the buyer can then decide.
It does say the seller can still terminate it, though.
But the big thing is if the buyer is
true.
not willing or able. So they added that little catch for the buyer where the buyer can tell the seller, hey, look, it didn't appraise out. You need to lower it. The seller can say, I'm not going to lower it. Then the buyer has the option to then terminate the contract, get their earnest money back, and all that good stuff, or proceed, or cancel it, or I'm sorry, proceed with the transaction.
Yep.
So that's interesting. It was a loophole. It was an out for the seller previously, and that wasn't the intention. So they fixed it to clarify the intended purpose of the verbiage change.
Oh, good Lord. That's like past president verbiage right there.
Past president verbiage.
Jeez.
All right. Next one, another one here from the purchase agreement. This is something, if you've written a purchase agreement already at the beginning of this year, it's already there. It's in the financing paragraph. What's that, Brad? You think it's Brad posted a sword? Yep. You're right, Brad. It is. The buyer is or is not using buyer or down payment assistance program that may require an inspection. This is very important because it tripped up a lot of people last year. This just came up today with me. Is there a separate form or appraisal verbiage?
Nope, it's in the purchase agreement.
No, it's on the purchase agreement now, Dina. And thanks for watching. It's on the purchase agreement, on the the improved property purchase agreement. It's lines 29 to 30 through 32.
Now, if you wrote that contract in 2020, that verbiage, not there. But if you wrote that contract in 2021, it is. So if you wrote that in December, it's not in there, unfortunately.
Yeah, so that's on there, and that's going to help. This other one, also on the purchase agreement about the down payment assistance programs, that's a big deal because that's going to require an extra inspection. It sometimes takes extra time, and it's something that should always be disclosed to the seller so the seller understands that.
Yep.
So I think that's very important. I'm very happy for this change. I love it. I'm not a big believer in many changes, but this is one I think is fantastic.
I'm a believer in checkboxes, right? So we don't have realtors, who don't know what they're doing and they write all this random verbiage and further conditions, which is what you kind of used to have to do with down payment because you really should disclose it, but you had to make up your own verbiage and do all that stuff. And now it's like, is it or not? That's it. And it could require an inspection.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, good point. It's
super easy.
Very easy. And I know it happened a lot and was very frustrating for agents over the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. So this is a great change. Kudos to the IAR Forms Committee for adding those changes or making those changes. That's fantastic.
I heart the Forms Committee this year because these changes are awesome.
And I think last year they did a great job too. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm usually not for change because I have no problem with change, but I think these are some great changes.
Yep.
I don't support them all. And guess what? I'll tell you the ones I don't like.
Oh, yay.
Not that anyone cares, but Craig doesn't like it. We better stop doing it. Said nobody ever.
Exactly.
Okay. So, the next change, again, we're still on the purchase agreement. This one is lines 149 and 151 for all you people that are following along with us.
Forms changes.
This is the one that talks about the buyers. I just almost stumbled on my own words. This is the one. This is the one that talks about the buyer's intended use for the property. There's a new checkbox that says a single family or owner-occupied use. Then you can check other if your buyer, let's say it's going to be used for a daycare or any business or whatever. They can put, good point. This could be used for an investment property.
Non-owner occupied.
Let's say it's a condo or a townhouse and you haven't had the ability to do that due diligence and make sure, according to the bylaws, that investor will be able to rent that property. So this kind of gives them a little bit of a protection clause. So this is very good. I love this new change, this addition also. So
this one is new, right? Because last year they just added the building limitation use, right? So it's kind of getting used to this new. This is probably the newest change. So I have talked with my team, so what do you do? Buyers shall have blank days after acceptance. Well, that's normal from last year. But to satisfy the following building or use limitation, what do you fill in that blank there?
Let's see, your days after that purchase agreement to satisfy the following building or use limitation. That would be something different. Let's say they were looking to, I hate to use this as a reference, but let's say someone wanted to do a restaurant or a bar and grill, right? They might put on there this other use limitation, like their ability to secure a liquor license. It could be their ability to get approval from the town. There are some businesses not allowed within city limits and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like a strip club. That's what I said.
Wait, what?
I'm saying that type of business are not usually allowed in certain city municipal districts and stuff like that. Has to be on the outskirts of town. Hey, Jen. Skipper Gosh is watching. Happy Friday to you as well. Maritza, Mark, welcome to the show. Thanks for watching.
So I know that there are some towns are going to require, like if they want to do a variance, right? It says that it is industrial, but possibly you could, do a variance on it to make it, a duplex or something like that. That would also be in this section for limitation too.
What's going on, Aaron? And Jen, yeah, great example. Rezoning. Yeah, if they're going to try to get something rezoned or something like that.
Yep.
Maybe there's a main, like a busy street by us in Highland where there are some single family homes on that street, but it's zoned commercial. So you might want to make sure you have town approval for something like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe you buy a 3-unit that has like a semi below grade, like let's say a basement apartment, but it's 40% below grade or something, and you want municipal approval of that being used as a rental property. You might want to ask those. That's what that is for. So agents, do your due diligence. Make sure you're doing the right thing.
Lots of good things for that section, I think, to clear up a lot of issues that we have sometimes.
Ooh, swimming pools also, or a fence maybe. What if you say, I'm only buying this house if I can put a fence on it?
There you go.
Boom. Okay, enough of that.
Okay.
Enough of that.
I like that section though. That's a different one. That's a newer one for everybody.
It's good. I'm gonna take that section out to lunch next week. I don't know, guys.
His jokes are lame today. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be holding. Like, you keep talking lots, and I just keep going, okay.
It's dry January. What are you going to do?
I guess.
Boring. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, another thing on the purchase agreement. I believe this one is just on the unimproved property purchase agreement, a.k.a. vacant lots. Mm-hmm. Unimproved. Is it really an improvement on a property? Is it really an improvement on a property? Or add a level on the garage? Thank you, Jen. Is it really an improvement to put a house on a beautiful piece of earth?
Oh, I didn't realize you were being sarcastic till just now. Yes, it is.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, so they're adding on line 163, they are adding...
Hey, Tracy.
Adding soil samples, soil test, and site analysis.
Love this.
I'm surprised that was never on there before.
Yeah, I know, because, my agents who haven't done land before, they're calling me, Nicole, what do I need to ask for? What kind of, inspections are there and stuff? Then you have to go over all of it and write it all in. I'm so happy.
Yep. I like that one. It's a good addition. And most of the time you need all that stuff.
Yep.
All right. Moving on. That was a quick one, guys.
Yeah, that was
not gonna lie.
That was pretty self-explanatory.
Look, we only got 2 more pages left, and then you can go back about your Friday. Listing contract. Finally, we get to the listing contract. Okay, this is on line 30 of the listing contract. It says, if applicable, any smart home devices should be addressed in this paragraph. This is, a lot of people are taking their Ring doorbells. They're taking their Nest thermostat. They're taking those things, right?
But see, for me, I never realized it needed to be addressed because that is actually real property because it's affixed to the house. So why do we have to address that? I don't understand that.
Well, you know what? It needs to be addressed
expensive?
Because it's been happening.
Yeah.
Sellers have been taking
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But it's like, why do we have this conundrum? Because they're attached to the house, they're real properties.
Conundrum, that's a big word. I like that.
So unless it could be like speakers where it has like its own,
Tracy.
You have to leave the attachment that attaches it to the house, but you can take the item. That's the only thing I could think.
Oh, she called us pretty people.
That's because she's Tracy. I love her.
She's so nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So just letting people know. A lot of people are taking them and and switching chandeliers, stuff like that. Yep. I was always trained if the seller wants to take anything.
Yes.
A chandelier, their Nest thermostat, put that in agent only remarks. So people know, put it on your seller's disclosure, so they know, because I will tell you this, no matter what it is, it could be a goofy chandelier, it could be a dumb shelf thing in the garage or something. The buyer is going to want it.
It'll be the one
if you say it's not included, it's going to show up on your purchase agreement. It's going to show up.
And now I have to say, the listing agreements actually say that if the seller wants to exclude it, they need to remove it before listing now.
Yeah.
The listing agreements actually say that. So
you should.
They should, because...
What's up, Ryan? What's up, Allison?
They should switch the appliances out. If they want to use the garage appliance and they want to take their refrigerator, they should remove it because a lot of people's expectation is if it's there, they're getting it, right?
Yeah.
So anything that's real property has to be disclosed that they're taking it. So anything affixed to the house. And they should remove it before listing.
Yeah, remove it before. That's what we should always
Easiest
tell them.
way.
Although a Ring doorbell, usually people don't remove that because they like to see
I get it.
who's stopping at their house. And I'll tell you what, as an agent, I see that Ring doorbell. I always ring it, even though I have an approved showing. It's almost like so they know I got there.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I think that ring. It doesn't
like a
do it with
ninja.
motion anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Where is the monkey tail beard? Yeah, did you tag me in that? Was that you?
No, I did not tag you in that. That was Ryan Steele that tagged you in that. That was disgusting.
It took me 40 years to grow this much facial hair, so I can't shave one side just to have this cool monkey tail thing.
That's not cool.
It would take
Absolutely not.
40 years. I'd be an old man.
Did you see
older.
every girl that posted on that comment was like, gross.
Yeah, that's so
gross.
weird. What kind of arrogant?
You saw the people that did it. I mean, I guess
guy.
if I was a professional baseball player and it got the chicks, I could do it. I guess, but
All I gotta say is they're probably gonna have difficulty attracting a mate from a purely.
maybe a monkey. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No, even a monkey would probably look at that and be like, yeah, I'd just rather have a banana. I'm good, Anyway, all right.
Jennifer Marie, gross. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just called you that, Skipper Gosh, but whatever.
What do you call her?
Jennifer Marie, because that's
Jennifer
her.
Marie. Oh,
that's her screen name.
Secret agent. Sorry, this break in
This water break
this
is
silence
sponsored
has been
by-
brought to you by Agua. 70% of my body is made up of water. All right. So anyway, that's why I wonder why I don't freeze faster outside. Anyway, whatever. We'll cover that on another show. Okay, the next one. I know you guys have been waiting for this one the whole time. This is our last one. It's the multiple offer addendum to the purchase agreement. You're so excited about this.
I know. We all love multiple offer addendums.
Yeah.
Oh, we love getting them in our inbox. Let me tell you right now.
We love it. All right, Hanson, you do this one.
An additional offer that's not previously received may be considered. Duh. Oh, is that why you want me to do it? Just so you can make fun of me? Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. The show's almost over. I haven't had enough fun yet, so.
So it basically spells it out in black and white that, hey, just because there's two offers doesn't mean they can't get 3 or 4 before they end their multiple offer disclosure addendum, blah, blah, blah. This is the form I don't like the most just because it means we have multiple offers all the time in our inventory right now. We all know how hard it is out there right now.
Yeah. So that basically is just, it's kind of like a disclosure to the buyer saying, hey, we might get more offers, and we don't have to tell you about it.
Nope.
We already told you we have multiple offers.
Yep.
Suck it up, Buttercup. I don't think it doesn't actually say that on the form, just so you know.
Are you sure? No, I'm just kidding. It does not.
I'll submit that for a form change for next year.
They'll be like, sorry, past President Craig. Not happening.
They're like, we did get the Craig Friendling clause on this one, the suck it up, Buttercup. So yeah, no.
Not happening.
What's up, Nance?
All right.
Okay, guys. It's a shorter, sweeter show today. Brought to you by Water. That's our corporate sponsor this week.
He's weird today. I'm sorry. Give him a donut.
No.
Yes, he does need a donut. I agree with you, Skipper Gosh.
That's like feeding a gremlin after midnight, or what are they? Oh yeah, Mogwai turns into a gremlin.
Is that the name of that gremlin? I feel like that's not the name of that gremlin.
Yeah.
He said that to his mom before she left
He's
earlier.
like, Mogwai, remember?
Does he?
Little
No.
Gizmo, he's Mogwai.
Gizmo, that's how I
He
know
says
him.
it just like that, yeah.
Isn't that his name? Is Gizmo?
His name is Gizmo. He was a Mogwai. Just like you are a human, your name is Nicole.
And I would be what if I...
Weird today. Yes, Ryan. I'm sorry. Probably always weird.
That's how we roll, man. It's forms changes. It's super boring. We're trying to liven it up a little bit. Sorry if we didn't make that, but we want everybody to know, because we know a lot of people don't read their emails. We want to know what the forms changes are, so we're all on the same. See, Gizmo. That's what I thought.
No, Gizmo is
his
the
alter
creature's
ego?
name. No, that is his name.
Okay. Well, then
Gizmo is a Mogwai.
Oh, you're saying like that is his species. I get it now.
Well, I guess. I mean,
thought
I'm
they
sure
were
it's actually
gremlins.
made up. I don't think
thought they were gremlins,
I don't
but-
think they're real.
I thought you said
Are
that was his
gremlins
name.
real?
I think so.
Maybe they would have been. I saw a Bugs Bunny thing where there was a gremlin on the airplane, and they were going to crash it. It was a big thing. Luckily, I won't spoil it for anyone in case you haven't seen that Bugs Bunny cartoon, but it's a good one. It's a classic.
All right, we need to get off of here. This is terrible.
Just YouTube Bugs Bunny and the Gremlin.
For real.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
All right.
Hey,
We'll see you
Jeff. Hey,
guys
Nicole.
later. Thanks for joining.
What's going on, Jeff? Yeah. Awesome. Have you met Nate?
Have you met Nate? Who's Nate?
Yeah, that's her son.
Oh, no, I have not met Nate.
I have met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get it, though.
He's a legit Sour Patch Kid.
What?
All right.
Alrighty then.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you next Friday. We'll try to find something not as boring as
Have a
forms
great
changes,
weekend.
but necessary.
Have a great weekend, and that's it. All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Thanks, everyone.